Hey guys, it's Kay from KS Anonymous, and I am back today with another episode of r/Choosing Beggars. $100 a week for 45 hours a week for 2 kids. Babysitter, boys, $100 a week full time. Needing a sitter for my boys Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 3:30. I can't afford to pay much. We are located in blank. It can be at my home or yours, depending on location. Now, right off the bat, I feel a bit conflicted, mostly because I was reading the comments below there, and we've kind of harped on this stuff before. Like, y'all gotta be careful about saying stuff like this. This is like, we will pay people who are willing to only receive $100 to have access to our children for 45 hours a week. You know, like, I get... A lot of people were talking about, childcare isn't cheap, and it's really not. It really is not. But if you honestly can't afford more than this, which I think, if I remember correctly, this comes out to like $2 and some odd cents an hour. Maybe there's assistance out there. A lot of times there is assistance out there. It's not perfect, obviously. Wish the system was better. Of course we all do. But be like, y'all, you can't really expect someone to babysit your 2 boys from 6:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. Does this include, like, feeding your kids? I'm assuming the person there has to bring their own food or eat their own food. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Yet another edition of They're Just Peeing on Us Without Even Giving Us the Courtesy of Calling It Rain, Mental Health Edition. $10 hourly for clinical mental health counselor in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. $9.90 to $10.50 hourly. Clinical mental health counselor with 2 years experience in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Bruh. Can you imagine being a clinical mental health counselor and people, honest to God, think it's appropriate to ask you to put all that to work for $9 to $10 an hour? Like, no. I don't even live in a place that has a super high cost of living, yet to make it worth my time, honestly, would be looking at $10 and up, like preferably like 12 or more. And to ask someone in it was a clinic. Oh my god, guys, stop doing this. This guy wants voice actors, animators, and editors for free. Here's the team. Animators, we need those, yes. Editing team, yes, we absolutely need that. VAs, aw, heck yeah. Voice actors, here are your lines. Use hashtag this in your post. Animators, a friend of mine will send you some concept arts once he finishes them, so you can get an idea of how they look like. You will then animate a short animation within said art style, edited because it's a little hard for him to draw what I had in mind, and I don't want to torture him. Any way you want, so long as you can animate it well. Edit. It recently came to my attention that animators aren't common and want to be paid for their work. I strongly apologize because I'm a minor and don't have any way of paying you, so artists are very much allowed. Like, I get it. Like, when you were, when you were younger and you just want to, like, collab on a project and nobody in the situation's getting paid, but it's just because y'all really enjoy it. Like, cool. But also, like, you're asking for a lot of skilled work. And kids these days, they are actually pretty good at understanding that, like, art costs, like, effort actually costs. Like, I'm actually really surprised because when I was, like, glued to the internet more than I am even now, as a younger teenager and then as an older teenager, especially, like, within that range, there was, like, barely... maybe I was just in the wrong circles, but nobody was paying for hardly anything. It was mostly like, hey, this person, it's kind of like a getting clout, kind of. Like, hey, that person's really good at art, and I got them to actually do my art thing, and then they swapped stuff, and blah, blah, blah. But, like, there was very little talk of money. Like, we did all sorts of projects. I did voice acting, voice acting. But then again, it also matched our skill set, right? Like, we were trying a lot. You know what's crazy, guys? Okay, I have to tell you this. I actually had okay, so there was a project, but to be fair, it wasn't just my brainchild, right? It wasn't just like my idea that I liked. It was also an idea that was like in a fandom that would like be mutually beneficial for multiple people, like because they were passionate about it too. And so like I held like these little casting stuff because someone else had done it and they dropped the project, and then I was like, well, I can do this then. And I didn't know what I was doing, but I sure tried. And then asking volunteers who are mostly under the age of 18 to actually turn in their recorded voice lines at all on time or at all is just, it doesn't work. It just doesn't. Anyway, so I actually had on board for one of my projects someone who is like really, really well known for their English and I think Japanese singing covers of very popular songs. And I believe they have been a voice actor for some characters in the English version of animes now, and have actually like sung for anime like songs and stuff like in the actual like English rendering with like the company that actually gives like the English dub for anime, and they're like poppin', and I'm just like, wait, what? Which is just so crazy because I just remember like they were good, but like they were, you know, they were still a teenager. Like we were all practically children, and this idea that this person was like voice acting a line for me in a group that we were working with, and then like one day I stumble across someone sharing a video of the like their work, and I was like, what the heck, I know that person, like we were gonna work on this thing, and then everyone fell through. But anyway, that was all I'm saying is kids now understand like it costs money. If you want me to do stuff, it's gonna cost a little bit of money. Like, my 12-year-old sibling was making money on DeviantArt, and I, at 12, could have never. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know. Like, this is a whole new brand of people. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too nice. Maybe it is absolutely abhorrent to ask this, especially with the younger people actually understanding that things cost money. I am a 25-year-old single mother looking for a future partner. I am Latina, 5'4", curvy, smart, super funny. I haven't had good luck with finding men. I am looking for a flat earth partner that is ready to settle down. Requirements: body count can't be higher than 1 to be equal. Can't be younger than 21. Must live in Texas, no e-dating. Must not have an ex-girlfriend that is prettier than me. Hardworking. Must be an expert in chaka-chaka. Has to be super smart. No overweight. Must be super attractive. Can't have small lips. No buff people. Doesn't talk back. Does whatever I say. Doesn't look at other girls at all. Isn't super clingy. Jealous, but not too much. Doesn't have friends of opposite sex. Doesn't watch X-rated videos. Most importantly, has to be a flat earther. I don't like arguing. Ma'am. This is so specific. And it's so subjective too. Like, can't have an ex-girlfriend that's prettier than her. So that's gonna be subjective to her. Like, if she feels like the ex would be prettier. Super smart, super attractive, but hardworking, but doesn't ever talk back or whatever they say, and also wants them to be super smart and be a flat earther at the same time. Am I mean? I don't know. It just feels a little bit like a little bit, you know what? It's a little bit contradictory. And then like, but like, I feel like you are asking for a jealous person, because clearly you're a jealous person. Like, you probably should have put that in your little profile. Also, just like read jealous from saying like, can't have an ex-girlfriend prettier than me, doesn't look at other girls at all, doesn't have friends of the opposite sex, doesn't watch X-rated videos, probably means like don't be looking at other girls in any sort of kind of way other than me. Like, I feel like you want a guy who will treat you like you are a goddess, but the likelihood of a person doing that is probably not gonna fit a lot of your criteria, especially the isn't super clingy. If you find the person for you and they actually meet those requirements, then like, I mean, good for you. Now let's see if you meet theirs. Oh, we have another person looking for somebody. I am looking for a straight white girlfriend who has a big butt, wide hips, and is physically fit. I prefer you're either from Maryland or close to that state so we can meet up. You have to watch anime and like hentai or something so we can actually get along. I don't like therapy, religion, BLM, LGBT, people who go to college, cutters, eating disorder, bipolar people, liberals, people with depression, judgmental, antisocial, and any other people who looks for reasons to be antisocial. Insult me once and you're out of my life. Not a troll. Do not message me if you're not wanting to do the thing and going to meet up in real life. If you do not have respect for me, are not trying to personally know me, do not talk to me ever. I am from Maryland. Tell me where you from, when you can meet up, send your Skype, voice chat with me, or F off. No blocking me, can't make up your effing mind, don't talk to me. I do not like toxic people. Straight only. 18 plus only. No Skype equals no response. No effing around. Do not message me if you're not meeting up in real life. Do not. Literally, just download effing Kick, add me, and send me your Skype on it. I am not talking to you otherwise. No responses anymore. Listen. Effing listen. Kick is this. Oh my god. Wow. So this was I've shared from an Instagram called Cringebusters version 2. I'm assuming that's what the V is for. Oh god. I had to mark out their Kick because I think that is their username. And I didn't think that was appropriate to like share that, because as wonderful of a person they may be, we don't need to be attacking people because someone managed to share their post for everyone to laugh at. So, wow. That's interesting. I bet you so many people troll message this person and he was just so mad about it. He doesn't like judgmental people, but he's judgmental, I think, is like the best part of all this. Like, oh, I hate, like, I don't want judgmental people. I don't like therapy. Like, buddy, you probably need it though. I mean, we all do. I feel like we all kind of do, but like, you especially need it. Just saying. Hi, Blank. Is this still available? Hi, Blank. Yep, it is. Would you go lower in price? How about $35? $25? Meet in between at $30? Where are you located? In Vancouver, right around this area. What's the address? It's in good condition? Yep, it's in perfect condition. I can give you the exact address once you confirm the price and when you would be able to pick it up. It's okay, I only have 25. Okay, no worries, good luck. Sure, I can buy a cheaper one on here. Go for it. I will see you next Tuesday. That escalated quickly. Why? Also creepy though. Like, why when you're like telling them what, like, you know you're not going to be able to meet the price, why did you start asking for their specific address? I don't think I would want someone who is going to escalate so quickly to call me the C word, to know my address, especially if they're capable of reasonably appearing at my house. Just saying. Person wants you to pay 500 Swedish crowns, roughly 50 euros, to take care of their cat until they maybe want it back. Since my boyfriend and I are soon moving to a new apartment, we're looking for furniture on a secondhand website where we found that wonderful offer. If you pay 50 euros, you get to take care of this person's cat, pay for vet bills, litter, and food, and all other expenses, but in 2 or 3 years, they might want the cat back and come pick it up. For free, of course, because it's their cat. They want someone to pay for several years to foster their cat. Wow. You know what's weird, though? This is actually a thing with horses. People lease horses, and not everybody does that, like, to own. Like, you know how, like, rent to own your own horse? It kind of is like that, though. It's called leasing. And you can actually lease a horse, but arguably, like, you can do more things with a horse, right? Like, someone who wants to lease a horse might be taking riding lessons, or they might want to compete, or they might need a work animal of some kind, like to ride around, to check stuff on their farm. So, like, there is like a utility kind of sense to leasing a horse, at least. But I'm pretty sure you do pay them. And then you are literally practically their owner until your lease time is up or the person wants their horse back. I don't know. It is kind of a weird concept, but especially for a cat, though. Like, I guess you get someone else's companion when you could just have your own. And that's another thing, too. Like, with horses, you've got, like, bloodlines and things, and all these things that really, really matter in the equine world. And I'm sorry, but, like, it's not the same as a cat, you know. Oh, yes. I just became a medical doctor. Now I want to go intern for $7.25 an hour. Healthcare analyst intern. Remote. Employer actively reviewed candidates 2 days ago. Job details. Salary. $7.25 to $12 an hour. Perks. Provides an intensive, unpaid 3 to 4 month internship, providing a unique opportunity to experience in a fast-paced environment. Healthcare research, investment banking, venture capital, private equity, management consultancy. Experience of event organizing, industry conference, forum, roadshow. Build up your knowledge of the healthcare industry and connection with the broader healthcare community leaders. Class credits if your school approves participation. Very positive references if merited. Opportunity for a full-time position. Requirements. Advanced degree in healthcare, life science, or related field. PhD, MD preferred. Strong analytical skills and strong industry research background in healthcare highly desired. Good Chinese communication skills highly desired. Excellent attention to detail with a proactive and practical approach. Must have a passion for financial/healthcare industry. Must have superior skills in communication. Must have full proficiency in Microsoft Office software. So you want a PhD/MD who finds it to be a perk that you provide an intensive, unpaid 3 to 4 month internship. That could give you class credit if your school approves participation. But if you already have the degree that they want you to have, this wouldn't even matter. Oh my god. And then, if you do good, you might get this $7.25 to $12 an hour job. Oh god. What are these people on? Like, honestly. For real. Come on. This is even worse than the last one. How? Politely rejected someone's request. Person decided to be rude about it. Hi. Hello. Do you write requests for fan fiction? Sorry, but I do not write requests. Thanks for ruining my day like everyone else. Why do I feel like they're just spamming like every single person? Hi, write my fan fiction. And like they have this copied and pasted. You know, thanks for ruining my day like everyone else. And the only time they're gonna type for themselves that last line is if someone says yes, and I'll be like, oh my god, thank you! You're the best! Now do everything perfectly or I'll hate you. Can I ask, would you be willing or inspired to turn this into a writing request? Just a scene or this, like a few paragraphs? Not really inspired by it. Would you mind giving it a shot, like a page at the very most, just for the heck of it? And just send me as much as you can manage and are willing in a PDF scene? I mean, why not just try and see where it leads? It would literally mean too much to me. And if you want in exchange, I can write you anything you want. Life sucks anyway. That's nice of you to offer, but no thank you. What part? I don't have any inclination to write on this topic, this AU right now, even if you're willing to write me something in exchange. Nothing about this story at all? Even these characters arguing? You said you like argument scenes. If I had anything to share, believe me, I would tell you. I'm just not very invested in this AU. What about a different AU? Do you think your girlfriend would be interested in my AU? I will ask her, but we're both very busy at the moment. Would you be willing to ask your girlfriend if we can talk on Tumblr PM? So I asked my girlfriend and she says sorry, but she's not super comfortable talking to people she doesn't know very well online. Aw, okay. I wish you would change your mind and just write a few paragraphs. I know you do, LOL, but I've got other stuff happening in my life. Can you just take like 1 hour tops? And that's it! Sorry, question mark. You could write it yourself? I'm sure people would love to read it. It would just make me really happy if I could read it from you. That's very flattering, but I'm still not going to. Oh my god. Why do I feel like this is a never-ending conversation? Like, this person is so nice. They're like, yeah, that's cool. Thanks for, like, being inspired by it, but, like, stop. Like, I don't want to write about it! And, like, people... Have you ever I've had people do this kind of thing to me too, like, you know, can you make this kind of video? Or, and I'm not talking about you guys when you guys give me suggestions for like subreddits and stuff, like that's awesome. I'm talking about like different types of things that like have nothing to do with what I do. And they're like, can you do this? I think it's really like cool or really important. And you're like, awesome, since you think it's really cool and you think it's really important, maybe you should do it. And they're like, but I want you to do it. I don't want to do it. What part of this do you not understand? Anyway, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and drop a like and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Really quickly, I'd like to thank my patrons. Up on the screen, you should see my face palmers and my crazy case. Thank you all so much for supporting me in that way. If you are interested in becoming a patron, checking out the original post from today's video, or sending me an email for possible inclusion in a future video, all of that information is in the description box, so be sure to check it out. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!